The stars remembered silence. For 50,000 years, the human fleet slept in the dark. They were hidden behind a dying sun, forgotten by time, by planets, by history. Their mission was simple: sleep until humanity was needed again. That call had finally come, and the galaxy was not ready. Commander THEHFYHELIX opened his eyes slowly. The cryo chamber hissed as cold air lifted. His first breath hurt. His body shook, muscles stiff from long sleep. Lights blinked. The ship's eye, Su Min, spoke gently. "Commander, you are awake. The Galactic War has reached its final stage." The signal was received. THEHFYHELIX sat up. His voice cracked. "Status? Fleet integrity, 82%. AI networks operational. Enemy forces expanding across Sector 9. Multiple civilizations lost. Humanity ... is gone." He froze. "Gone? Earth has fallen. The colonies are dust. You are the last memory." The words felt like knives, but he did not break. He was trained for this. Long ago, the generals of Earth had sent him and his fleet to sleep, not as cowards, but as the final weapon. They believed humanity might lose. And they were right. But they also believed in revenge. The Geumgang, once the pride of the Helix Armada, shook as it powered up. Engines hummed. Cannons lifted. Across nearby moons, other ancient ships stirred. Huge, black, silent ships woke like monsters from a dream. The human legacy fleet had returned. In the war room, THEHFYHELIX stood with Captain Haiyan, a sharp young officer who had barely been an adult when they entered stasis. "Everything's changed?" Haiyan whispered. THEHFYHELIX nodded. "No, war hasn't." Across the stars, they saw it clearly now. Alien empires were fighting each other. Millions had died. Planets had turned to ash. There was no law, no peace. Only chaos. And above all, one flag flew: the Khazari Union, a massive alien force that had ruled the galaxy for centuries. They were powerful, cruel, and they didn't know what was coming. From their throne world, the Khazari High Council saw the human fleet awakening. They laughed at first. Dusty ships from a lost race? A joke. But then a scout ship disappeared. Then a whole fleet. Then a planet. The humans did not send messages. They sent silence. After 50,000 years, they did not ask for peace. They came for the end. In the engine bay, Engineer Nari wiped her hands. On an old cloth, the ship's dark matter core roared like it had missed war. She smiled to herself. "Still alive, old friend?" June, her assistant, adjusted the cooling lines. "You think this is right? Fighting a war we weren't even awake for?" Nari looked at him. "This war killed our future before we even got to live it. Now we give it a reason to fear the past." As the Armada moved, people across the galaxy watched in fear and awe. Giant human ships shaped like swords and spears cut through space. Their weapons didn't fire lasers. They ripped space-time. They bent light. They destroyed with silence. Alien fleets rushed to stop them. They failed. One by one, the enemies tried. They sent fire. They sent fleets. They sent monsters. Nothing returned. The final message came from the Khazari Emperor himself. "You are out of time. You are out of place. Leave this galaxy or be erased." THEHFYHELIX stared at the message on the screen. Then he looked out the window. The alien flagship, 3 times the size of the Geumgang, hovered near a shattered moon. THEHFYHELIX turned to his crew. "It's time." The final battle began with no warning. The humans attacked from every angle. Ships that hadn't moved in 50 millennia now danced like hawks. Ancient railguns fired slugs at near light speed. Cloaked drones tore through shields. One human ship unleashed a weapon that made suns flicker. The alien fleet broke within minutes. But the Krizari flagship remained. It was a beast, covered in armor, armed with thousands of cannons. It burned with green fire. The Geumgang flew straight at it. Inside the Krizari bridge, panic spread. These humans, they are not what the archive said. They fight like they've already lost everything. They are not human anymore. They are ghosts. The Emperor stood, trembling. He had seen many wars, but never fear like this. Inside the Geumgang, Captain Hyan looked at Hyan. We won't survive this attack. Hyan gave a small smile. We weren't meant to. We were meant to finish it. He opened the ship's final weapon vault. A single device lay inside, the Black Seed. A weapon built only once. It didn't destroy. It erased. It would turn matter to memory, light to dark. They had carried it for 50,000 years, not knowing if they'd ever use it. Now they knew. The Geumgang pierced the outer shield of the Krizari flagship. Alarms blared. Cannons screamed. Hyan walked to the ship's heart and armed the Black Seed. Set course. Enemy command deck. Full speed. The AI voice, Su Min, spoke calmly. Confirmed. Final coordinates locked. Goodbye, Commander. As the ship crashed forward, memories returned. Hyan saw Earth, blue and small, spinning in peace. He saw the faces of people long dead. He saw the fleet's first launch, when hope still mattered. And now they were here, at the edge of the end. The Geumgang hit the Krizari flagship like a star falling from the sky. Metal screamed. Fire rose. In those final seconds, Hyan sent one last message across all frequencies. We were forgotten, but we never forgot. And then the world went white. Silence. Then light returned. The battlefield was gone. Nothing remained where the Krizari flagship had stood. Just silence. Stars blinking softly. The human fleet, what remained of it, stood still. Then they turned, slowly, one by one, and left. No message, no reward, no ruler. They didn't want thanks. They wanted peace. Weeks later, across the galaxy, word spread. The Krizari were gone. The war was over, and somewhere in deep space, a beacon floated. Just one line of code, repeating. Forever. When peace is broken again, we will wake. On a small moon, a child looked up at the night sky. Grandmother, she asked, are the stories true? Did humans really come back? The old woman smiled. They were never gone. They were only waiting.